How does a classic Zoo Tycoon with an exceptional Dinosaur expansion pack compare to a modern sim at the top of its game? Does newer really mean better, or were the classics so popular for good reason? Which of the two has the best animals? For this category, 2 points will be awarded, one to the game displaying the best animal models, and the other for the best animal behaviours. In terms of animal models, Jurassic World Evolution 2 has pretty nice looking, yet unrealistic animals. They look good and relate to the dinosaurs from the Jurassic World movies, and you can customise the colours of their skin through genetic modification, and it's really cool. The animals are synthesised in animal nurseries, and generally have really nice models. In Zoo Tycoon 2, the animal models, being from such an old game, are not as detailed, but also nothing to complain about. They look good, and while they may not be scientifically accurate, they fit perfectly into the general feel and aesthetic of Zoo Tycoon 2. Also, there's a clear differentiation between male and female dinosaurs that gives the game a nice, easy to understand look. In terms of animal behaviours, Zoo Tycoon 2 is, once again, at about a standard level. The animals move around, can interact with each other and fight, but not in an incredibly realistic way at all. Sometimes their movements are clunky, but when unhappy, they can break out and attack your guests and other animals. But here is where Jurassic World Evolution 2 shines. The animals have more of a pack mentality. They can have battles, try to attack or intimidate your guests and park rangers, and each animal will behave differently based on the traits assigned to it at birth. This will affect how much they eat, how aggressive they are, how tolerant they are, and so much more. They interact so well with the terrain and different items across their enclosures like feeding machines that it will be wrong not to award both points here to Jurassic World Evolution 2. So in Zoo Tycoon 2 you have a 3D grid-based building tool where you can place a huge variety of buildings from creepy crawly houses to aquariums to dino dig sites for kids to dig up fossils. The buildings place really nicely and you can link them up across your park using the path tool or the huge range of transport items like the Jeep registered trademark safari tours or cable cars, accessing points beyond conservation zones for example. In Jurassic World Evolution 2 all of the buildings you can build are themed directly from Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, and there are two ways to look at this. First, it's a Jurassic World game. It's right there in the name, and you're building your own iteration or imagined version of Jurassic World. However, this could also be viewed as quite restrictive. Having all of the theming done for you might be nice and simple, but it revokes some level of creative expression. There's a nice variety of buildings from zip lines to highly customizable amenities that need to be designed to appeal to different types of guests, but all of this is overshadowed by the frankly disappointing tool that comes alongside these buildings. It's really difficult to precisely place down buildings, and it's really faffy and just awkward to use. I often find myself struggling to place paths and buildings, and even decorational items which should have a lot less restrictions on their placement than an entire hotel, and it really sucks the fun out of the game. Thanks to this, Zoo Tycoon 2's no-nonsense building tool takes the win for this category. Guests are an incredibly important aspect of a zoo game, so which game has the best? Well, in Jurassic World Evolution 2, the guests are categorised into different categories from adventure guests to luxury guests to nature guests, and your park needs to be designed to include attractions and features to appeal to each guest type. You can do this by building extreme attractions such as zip lines for your adventurous guests, luxury hotels for your luxurious guests, and things like log viewing galleries integrated into the enclosure of animals to appeal more to your nature enthusiasts. The guests are actually really cool. They wander around your park pointing at anything and everything, and when you inevitably try to run them over in your ranger cars, they throw themselves out of the way. In Zoo Tycoon 2, the guests are relatively basic. They can form their own thoughts, have favourite animals that they'll head around to see, and have needs that need to be fulfilled. You can pick them up and drop them in a hole, and they, for such an old game, don't have such basic animations. Nevertheless, the guest system is so much less deep than in JWE 2, so I'm giving this category to Jurassic World Evolution 2. But which game has the best terrain tool? Could I have packed this in with building? Probably. Do I care? No. Anyway, Zoo Tycoon 2 has a pretty decent terrain tool for its time. You could easily raise or lower terrain to create hills, mountains, or any protruding shapes from the land really. Surprisingly, the flatten and smooth tools are also really smooth and easy to use, meaning that terrain modification is really simple. The tool also allows you to paint different types of terrain based on the biome you're in, like deep or shallow reef water or coastal water. This makes it really simple and clear about what biome you're painting, as it needs to be specified to the animals in the enclosure. In Jurassic World Evolution 2, I wish the same could be said. The terrain tool is a huge pain to use. It's really awkward and the menu could be so much simpler. You can't customize the water depth, it's either there or it isn't. The only really helpful thing you're given is contour lines to help gauge the steepness of the land, which is missed in a lot of other modern zoo sims like Planet Zoo. One benefit is that trees and shrubbery move up and down as you move the terrain beneath them, so you don't need to constantly readjust their heights as you design your terrain. Due to its ease of use and well-designed nature, this category goes to Zoo Tycoon 2. Which game features the best zoo management tool? Well, in Zoo Tycoon 2 you've got the Zoo Quick Stats, which, unlike the name suggests, gives you quick stats about your zoo, ranging from your animals, guests, staff, vehicles, buildings, and even donation boxes. How misleading. With just another click you can navigate to your zoo status menu, getting a more in-depth look at your crippling debts. Here you can adjust the admission price for your zoo, open or close your zoo, and get a breakdown look at your finances across the year. There's a nice graph mode where you can switch between line and bar graphs for a heap of different categories, and to add a nice twist to achievements, your zoo earns awards for different milestones it reaches. The management system in Zoo Tycoon 2 is not bad per se, but it is far too easy to get lost in the endless menus that have no real logical layout. Also, the constant notifications are more harmful than helpful. On the bright side, you do get this really nice zoo map showing where all of your animals are as though you're a guest. This is a really nice touch. In Jurassic World Evolution 2, you're immersed in a Jurassic World themed computer style of management where you're viewing the park as though you're an actual manager of the park. You have to manage your scientists to ensure you don't overwork them, causing them to act out and sabotage your park. You can see all of your animals, finances, and proportions of the different guest types we spoke about earlier in the video. And you have this really nice map to see where all of your dinosaurs and staff units are to help you better optimize your park, find potential weak or black spots in your coverage, and it's great. You also have access to the Jurassic World database with information about all of the in-game dinosaurs in a really nice style to somewhat give you a hand in designing your enclosures to cater to their needs. The management system is so much easier to use in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and there is so much more to it than in Zoo Tycoon 2, so JWE2 takes this category. Which game features the best staff system? Well, in Zoo Tycoon 2, the staff system is not very advanced in terms of all staff roles. You can take control and head into enclosures to do it yourself, but it's a lot easier to manage everything from the sky. You of course need keeper gates and to keep your enclosures accessible to staff, but unlike in a lot of other zoo sims, the staff work more in the background, requiring less attention and maintenance than they do in Planet Zoo, for example. However, in Jurassic World Evolution 2, this certainly isn't true. You need to specifically hire certain scientists based on their skills and traits, and this will affect the different types of research you can do, as they have different science requirements to be met. Also, you need to manage their workloads to prevent them from acting out and becoming too disgruntled, which can lead to sabotages of different aspects of your park like electricity, potentially risking your dinosaurs escaping. Your medical and ranger teams do work more in the background, but it's really fun to do their jobs for them, hopping into their tank like ambulances, helicopters or ranger cars to perform different tasks like animal checkups, tranquilizations, and administering medicine or cleaning feeding points to prevent the spread of diseases across your park. Since it's so fun to both hop into the driver's seat and work for your own park and monitor your park's operations from the sky, Jurassic World Evolution 2 wins this category. So overall, JWE2 won 5 categories, while Zoo Tycoon 2 took 2, meaning Jurassic World Evolution 2 wins. Did you come to the same conclusion? Let me know in the comments your thoughts and if you'd have picked differently to me. If you did enjoy this video, you might like my video comparing Planet Zoo to Zoo Tycoon 2, so go check it out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!